Hey there everyone, and welcome to Worth It or Not Reviews, where I answer the simple question: is Avengers Age of Ultron worth it or not? Let's dive into this, shall we? Just to reiterate, of course, this will be a spoiler-free review. It will probably be less than 5 minutes, hopefully, as I want to be as vague as I possibly can, because I do not want to spoil this movie for anyone who is actually planning on going to go and see it. But let me just give my overall opinion on this film. It's fucking awesome. That's all I really have to say about it. It does exactly what a sequel should do. It actually ups the ante. It develops the characters further. It doesn't fall into the problem of a sequel. What most sequels do is it ends up rehashing and telling the same story over again, only slight variations. This film actually does what it says it should do. What a sequel should do. It actually advances the story. The characters actually develop further. It actually advances the plot line of the overall Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it definitely lived up to what I was expecting it to be. Now, I wasn't hyped for this film. I was extremely excited because I try and avoid getting hyped for anything, because it does kind of colour my opinion of it a little bit. But I really did like the film. The action was absolutely phenomenal. The humour was on point. The drama as well at points was really, really good. I got to give them major props for that. The drama was very, very done well. It wasn't forced down your throat. It actually felt real for the characters as they developed. So I got to give it a thumbs up to Joss Whedon for actually being able to do that. And it was absolutely phenomenal. It actually made me care for the characters even more. Now, the only thing I have a little problem with is, of course, after Avengers Assemble was such a success. It was pretty much a 9-year perfect build-up to what we were expecting for several years. Avengers Age of Ultron, I don't think is as good as Avengers Assemble, and I think the main point of that is the villain. Now, don't get me wrong, Ultron is actually a really threatening villain. Jason Spader, I believe it is, who voices him, does an excellent job. Absolutely perfect casting in my opinion. But when it comes to other characters like Loki was already an established character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe thanks to the Thor films. He was much more of an antagonist, even though he was merely a pawn of Thanos, whatever the fuck you want to pronounce it as. But I just feel as if he was a slightly more charismatic and better villain than Ultron was, and I think that's what kind of just makes the film a little bit less than Avengers Assemble. But I will say out the bat that if you loved Avengers, you'll love this movie. It definitely does everything that it should do for a sequel. The only weak part is I don't think the villain is as good as the villain from Avengers Assemble, and I can't really go into much more detail without spoiling the film. That's all I've got to really say. I freaking loved it. It was phenomenal, and I do not regret seeing this film, and I probably might actually go and end up seeing it again if I actually have the time and money. So definitely recommend it. Definitely worth it in my opinion. I highly recommend it. If you haven't already, go check it out. And if you want to hear me talk about it further, there'll be a spoiler video on my channel right after this one. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you saw Age of Ultron. What do you think of it? Do you think it was worth it? What was your favourite part of it? And of course, if you're going to spoil a thing, use spoiler tags. Other than that, I thank you for watching. As always, I'm Scottish Boy 82, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao for now.